As the days passed, Awotу kept going to school, holding on to Mama Kura's words. She studied very hard with determination, even though the pain in her heart was still there. Every day she looked up at the sky and whispered, "I will soar like the eagle of light." But Awotу still struggled. She felt different from the other children. Some of them knew what had happened to her, but no one said anything. They treated her with silence, which made her feel even more alone. One day, as she was sitting under a tree during break time, a girl from her class, Amina, came and sat next to her. "You are strong," Awotу, Amina said quietly. "I see you studying and not giving up. I just want you to know I admire that." Awotу was surprised. No one had spoken to her like that before. "Thank you," she whispered, feeling a small warmth in her heart. From that day on, Amina and Awotу became friends. Amina didn't ask about what had happened. She didn't need to. She was just there, and for the first time, Awotu felt like she had someone she could lean on. Together, they would talk, study, and dream about their futures. But while Awotу was finding her strength again, the man who had hurt her was getting weaker. He couldn't run away from what he had done anymore. One evening, he went to see Mama Kura. He knocked on her door, feeling ashamed, and when Mama Kura opened it, she looked at him with eyes that seemed to know everything. "I can't live like this anymore," the man said. "What I did to Awotу haunts me every day. I know I did wrong, but I don't know how to fix it." Mama Kura nodded slowly. "You cannot undo the harm you have caused. But you must take responsibility. You must seek forgiveness, not only from her, but also from yourself." The man felt heavy with guilt. "But how? She will never forgive me." Mama Kura's voice was soft but firm. "Forgiveness is not easy. It is a journey. But the first step is to admit you're wrong and face the consequences. You cannot hide from the shadows forever." The man left Mama Kura's house, knowing what he had to do. The next morning, he went to Awotу school. His heart was pounding as he waited by the gate, hoping to see her. When she finally came out, she froze when she saw him. He knelt down on the ground before her, his voice shaking. "Awotу, I am sorry. I hurt you, and I have no excuse. I know I can never take back what I did, but I need you to know that I am deeply sorry." Awotu didn't say anything. She stood still, her heart racing. She had imagined this moment many times, but now that it was here, she didn't know what to feel. Anger, sadness, relief, all of them swirled inside her. Amina, who was standing nearby, stepped closer and held Awotu's hand. "You don't have to say anything," she whispered. Awotу looked at the man on his knees, the same man who had caused her so much pain. She didn't know if she could forgive him, but she did know one thing: she would not let him control her future. "I don't know if I can forgive you," Awotу finally said, her voice steady. "But I will not let what you did stop me from chasing my dreams." The man nodded, tears in his eyes. "I understand. I just needed to say I'm sorry. I hope one day you can find peace." Awotу turned and walked away, Amina beside her. She felt a strange feeling inside, not happiness, not sadness, but something lighter. She had faced the man who hurt her, and now she was free to focus on her future. Facing our mistakes is the first step toward healing. Forgiveness is a journey, not something that happens all at once. We have the power to decide how we let others' actions affect our lives. Amina symbolizes friendship and support, showing that we don't have to face our struggles alone. The man's apology represents the burden of guilt and the need to seek redemption. Awotu's choice to walk away symbolizes her reclaiming her power and moving forward with her life